I'm the salsa guy. I've gone coast to coast to discover these small batch produced salsas. At this point, over 80 salsas from 23 different states across the United States. And these are salsas that you're not going to be able to find in your local markets. The first 3.5 years of the business was actually dedicated to getting a core group of products together. It took 3.5 years to find enough products to basically launch Salsa to You. Each of these products is hand discovered, if you will. I travel from coast to coast, literally Maine to Maui, to look for each of these individual products. And then they're actually put through a process of tasting the salsa. We look for all natural ingredients. Some of the hallmarks of the salsa are they have to be small batch produced, they have to be very high quality ingredients, and no preservatives. And about 60% of those that I come into contact with actually don't make it into the program. So there's a lot of TLC that goes into hand selecting each of the gourmet salsas that we feature. We have salsas that really range the whole gambit of flavors. We have fruit salsas that are made with cranberry, for example, that are in the northeastern part of the United States. We have salsas that are made with mesquite smoked jalapeno peppers from Texas. And these guys in Texas actually smoke their own peppers that they raise locally over their own mesquite wood that they cut down to use as the basis for their small batch produced salsa. Well, I think people are always surprised when they look at the variety of salsas that have been discovered now. For example, we have a wonderful salsa called Kaboom from Ohio. And when someone mentions Ohio, you get the typical knee-jerk reaction, Ohio? A salsa from Ohio? And this salsa was actually created by a gentleman who happened to be in the fire prevention business, which I thought was fairly appropriate. We also selected salsas like this, which are from Texas. This is a Texas Firehouse salsa. This is actually made by a couple of firemen down in Texas that got inspired to produce their own salsa, and it's also available in different heat levels. So we've got basically in our selection of salsas the various heat ranges from mild to wild. And this salsa is a salsa that's made by a rancher down in Florida. And Cracker Cowboy salsa got its name because of the crack of the whip. And this is a guava salsa. It has fresh tomato as a main ingredient, and then guava is added to it. So it has kind of a sweet, a really nice sweet heat to it. Gourmet salsas like these are actually a chef in a jar. One of the things that I take a great deal of pleasure in is showing people how to make fast and easy gourmet meals with each of these salsas. And there's a tremendous variety of meals that can be made, from literally hot dogs to halibut, using these salsas as the main ingredient for flavor boosting those meals. Lots of times people will ask, how do I know what a salsa tastes like that might be on planethot.com? So to help guide the customer in that purchase decision, we put together a unique little section called the Stars Behind the Jars. And in that section, we feature a photograph of the salsa, and then an overview that describes some of the flavor profiles of that specific salsa. So that description of the salsa that's provided online and the ingredients listing actually helps the purchaser make that buying decision without actually having the opportunity to sample the product. So the standards actually of these salsas have really raised the bar for a lot of people. I think they're amazed to find out that there's so many differences and nuances in these gourmet products that we feature.